Let's talk about multiplying mixed numbers. If you want to see just how to multiply fractions, you can check that out in another video. I'll link in the comments. But this is how to multiply mixed numbers. So the first thing that I'll have you do is convert these into improper fractions. So the shortcut to that is to take the whole number and multiply it by the denominator. So 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 1, which is 13. So this is really 13 over 4. Now, if you're like, how do you come up with 3 times 4 plus 1? What's actually happening there? So really, this is saying that we have 3 fully colored circles, and then we have one circle that's cut into 4 pieces. The denominator is the number of pieces, and only one part is colored. So if we think about it as these fully colored circles are 4 pieces, so this is really saying 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 if I was counting just the colored pieces, and that's really what's happening to give me the 13. So on the next one, we have the whole number, which is 5. We times it by the denominator, which is 3. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So we have 17 over 3. So again, if we wanted to look at what is happening behind the scenes here, we would start by drawing 5 circles that were colored in, and the denominator is 3. So really each of these circles has 3 pieces, but they're all colored, so we just count it as a whole circle. So this is really 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 3, and then the last circle is cut into 3. But only 2 pieces are going to be colored in. So like this is colored in, and we could pick this one. It doesn't matter which two. So if you were to add up all those pieces, you would get 17. So once we have them converted, we are going to multiply straight across the top and then straight across the bottom. So we multiply across the top. That is called multiplying by the numerators. So 13 times 17. 13 times 17 is 221. And then 4 times 3 is 12. So we have a few options here. We can attempt to simplify this before we convert it back, or I'm going to show you what I have my students do. So if they don't know how many groups of 12, what you can have them do is just start adding 12 together. So adding can take a while. So this is helpful if they happen to know things like 12 times 10 is 120. So it gives them a little bit further starting point, or maybe 12 times 12 is 144. If they know those facts, that might help you some, but if not, you can just have them continually add by 12 until they go past this number. So we got close to this number at 216, and then when we went to 228, we went past it. So if I counted this up 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I had to add 12 18 times, and that got me to 216. So I'm going to say 221 minus 216, because that was 18 times, and this right here, this big 18, which is a whole number, is representing 18 12s, and then I have to figure out how many are left, because I couldn't make it to the next full group of 12. So if I do 221 minus 216, I get 5. So when I do 221 minus 216, I have 5 left out of the 12. So if your students are struggling with figuring out when it's a really large number, you could always have them add, and that kind of reinforces that multiplication is just repeated addition. So if they ever aren't sure how to multiply by something, they can always write out the addition to get it. So we can say that 3 1/4 times 5 2/3 is 18 5/12.